All right, welcome back to RGL 6's Advanced Playoffs. We've got a knockout game here. It's the lower bracket semifinals. Winner of this moves on. The loser is out. Ninjago versus Real Sixes. I'm joined by Giblert. I'm DeltaMarket. How are we doing today, Mr. Giblert?
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Excited to see, like I said, high stakes game coming up right here. Elimination game. Both teams 9-7 in the regular season. 0-1 playoffs have exact same record. And a really close season so far. Aside from the very top team, pretty much everybody in this playoffs, and really even some of the teams that didn't make playoffs, very close records. I think all three teams, aside from the first seed, all have a 9-7 record. So expecting a very, very competitive game here.
As you said, they've all scrimmed each other, played each other in the season. So really excited to see them all put forward their best. Like you said, could be anyone's game here. I think it makes sense now to probably go down the rosters. I'm going to start with Ninjago's. So over there, we have Mob on the flank scout, pocket scout Hammy. The roamer is Mr. Kalsa, shout out South American gamer. We have Rave AC on pocket soldier, Alex on demo, and Finman on medic.
And I'll run down the other side. Real 6IX on flank scout. We got Tiger, pocket scout Holly, roamer Sodi, pocket soldier Fuzzy, demo Tony, and medic Alas.
Yeah, I actually am slightly biased. I did play a year ago on the Ninjago team. I played the pocket soldier, so no, I played roamer, but cool to see them still playing. This team has been together for quite a while. Do you know about the Sixes team on the other side, how like their pedigree is?
They have a lot of kind of experienced players. I don't recognize most of them playing together. I recognize some of them individually. Like, Fuzzy's has been around. Holly, played on a couple teams the last couple seasons. Tony as well. Alas as well. Most of them have like a decent level of advanced experience, though. Again, I haven't seen them quite have played together quite as much as the other team. More of kind of a little bit more random amalgamation of players.
Yeah, that is my impression. They were experienced, advanced main players, but kind of just came together. Ninjago, though, definitely, at least 4 of those players have played together multiple times, 3 times, 4 times in some cases. Either way, we are getting yelled at in the console, and we probably will be going live soon. Do we actually have the pick ban situation? Do you know?
Yeah, so the situation was basically that because I believe it was Ninjago didn't do the pick bans in time. The first 2 maps were picked by the other team, Real 6IX. So Sunshine and second map, which is, if I recall correctly, I don't recall the second map. I know the last map is Snakewater, though. Yeah, Bagel's the second map. And then Snakewater will be the last map, and I believe that one was picked by Ninjago, who won 5-0 in regular season meeting on that map. So I'm sure if they can, drag it to that third map,
right,
even if they end up losing one of these first ones, that they get to Snakewater, I think they'll be feeling pretty confident then.
Dang, Ninjago caught lacking. That's kind of crazy to have that in the playoffs game. Bagel and Sunshine, though, pretty interesting. Must be confident on the side of Real Sixes. Either way, we are live, we are starting, and I think that I'm going to wash Mr. Kalsa on the first mid because I know they're stepping up on that roamer role, always a creative player, and they're doing the fast rollout. I picked the right cam here. They're going to be shooting under the point, got that great spam angle. Doesn't seem like they tagged anything. Both teams rotating on their respective sides. Both medics making it without getting caught out. And we see the soldiers bombing forward for both sides, but it looks like no one's committing. Just one soldier on the bell tower fading away. Here it goes. Foo's jumping in first, takes down Rave AC. And now with this, we have these players kind of stuck in Valley for the side, with Mob catching a lock and load as well. This is really bad for them. Their medic ate a pipe there too. Soldiers jumping forward. That's another player down. I'm worried about Ninjago here. I'm not sure if they can get any salvage. I think they're going to be stuck behind with Uber.
Always a very awkward situation. Just looked like the early damage, just a couple good spam rockets as they kind of crossed in an awkward situation. Kind of set that up, but the force comes out.
Yeah, force does come out, as I think you cut off there. Both Ubers being used, but I think Ninjago's just going to have to go to last.
now an even situation. So, I mean, considering they had kind of the awkward down 3, stuck behind, the fact that they're at least able to get the Ubers traded and kind of reset on last. Of course, in the, the 4-minute reset era, not the, worst place to be at this point, but considering how badly that mid went for them, I think this is probably the best they could hope for.
Yeah, I do agree with that. We've seen, I remember back in like ESEA 24, maybe, there was an invite lower bracket finals, maybe, where one team got stuck behind and they just got absolutely destroyed. I think it was the last round in the game, too. But yeah, could have gone a lot worse. Rave on 1 HP somehow, though. Oh, Crater, that's going to be a player down. Probably going to see Fuzzy jump in, just spamming from top right, maybe some sort of sack play. But this Sentry Gun is doing a great job locking it down. Sniper, though, from Hammy gets the counter trade out.
Yeah, getting that counter trade out is pretty big. Being down that soldier, it opens up so many doorways and opportunities for other teams to do stuff. So being able to kind of neutralize, especially taking down a demo man, very big. And also helps keep their gun alive, which, well, gives them a chance to rebuild the gun at least. So gonna help them hold on. And also burned off a pretty good amount of time with the clock 1:30 now gone. But we got Spy versus Spy right now.
In
Hammy,
spawn.
I think Hammy was just checking the glass, so probably knows that Tiger's off glasses. But he actually switched off the Spy right as he switched on Sniper, so they might not know he's on Sniper, actually.
Yeah, as you said, they both were on Spy. Yeah, he doesn't know he's on Pyro, just shooting that little flare gun around, gun down. Ooh, this could be bad. This Sniper could get an angle. Peeking right. Nope, they know now. That's a missed headshot by Tiger. Someone's just in the line of sight, though. Gets Mob, gets another. This Sniper shouldn't have done anything but gets so much, and the Force comes out on the other side. I think Tiger got in through the top left side, through the Pyro. Forcing in front of a Pyro. How?
Yeah, very just 2 really crazy shots right there. Getting those 2 picks caused a little bit of panic. And even though they saw it coming, I think they didn't expect kind of that angle right there. Whoever got picked, I think it's the engineer, and then one immediately after that. So now big opportunity for the blue side here to get around on the board. 50 ad and plenty of time to work with.
Yeah, plenty of time, but that ad is starting to go down. They do get a frag, though. Walking in top left. Oh, Hammy gets the headshot onto the medic. That's huge. What are these players doing for sixes now? They're going for point. Sticky's on point. This demo has so much time on it. Drave trying to block. Goes down, but I think it might be enough for Ninjago to hold. There is the heavy weapons guy with so much help with the scout on points doing so much damage. Fuzzy gets taken down. Mob stands with the gun. 3 down. Heavy weapons guy will not let anyone cap that point.
I just think the Milken was a little bit greedy. I think, it's pretty easy to expect people running a sniper in these situations. So if you're not 100% sure that you're safe from the sideline, I think you just gotta pop there. Especially since, there are other people already in. Should have been able to call that sniper, I think. So potentially a very costly blunder right there.
Yeah, I know. It's just like the chance to take the round, and they milked it. So, Fuzzy on Spy gets shot with a rocket, actually, but I don't think anyone saw. So he's on the Cloak and Dagger. People are... Oh, no, he's found. That's a Pyro class. Forgot about that. Gets taken down. Funny, I will note, Mob's on Pyro now. Maybe Hammy feeling a little bad after that last one went down, or maybe just spawned on NG. Either way, doesn't matter. We do have Tiger on Sniper again as the clock ticks down, and I think that's going to be a round reset. So, I mean, I have to say it. It felt like Real Sixes kind of had this Ninjago team on the ropes there twice.
Absolutely. Hey, we'll take it to another mid. So, what are you looking at on this one, Delta?
I gotta give it to the people who want it first. Maybe Tiger, Holly. Who do you think's gonna be the deciding factor on this blue side?
Yeah, I think just the early spam managed to get like one really good sticky, really early, hit like 3 people, which I think kind of swung the mid. They swung the health in their favor, but so far we're looking relatively healthy this time. Med looking really bruised up, and Alex gonna go down, but Med's getting traded back, and Fuzzy also going down 4 on 4. Really spread out fight right here, but looks like Red once again stuck behind.
Yeah, stuck behind is Ninjago, but they have 2 scouts and a medic. But scout on Finman, Tiger gets taken down. That's critical right there. I think that frag might have just won the mid. If that went the other way, Ninjago would be very bad right now. But 2 scouts on the beam. What can you do against 2 scouts? You can apparently just run straight at the medic. Holly goes down though, and Mr. President, Fuzzy comes in from behind. Oh, he gets 2. How does he get 2? This Roamer, I believe, kind of just salvaged that for the team. You look at the Ubers and think both meds died on mid, right? It's going to be even, but no, that was a weird fight. Ailes, or Ali's, however you say that, is going to have like 45% ad now.
I think that, unfortunately, it just seemed like a huge throw on the side of red that they had the 2 scouts on the beam. One of the scouts broke off completely, went a completely separate route, and just left the med with 1 scout. And if they're together, could have easily just 2-shot that blue player, moved back to mid. But would have never got pinched by that soldier there, so just a big blunder on the side of Ninjago right there, missing a big opportunity.
Yeah, we have these players in Valley for the side of Real Sixes, probably going to try to take it through. They're eating a lot of spam. Demo gets piped. Oh my gosh, what great spam. Mob goes down, soldier bombing in. How much damage does the soldier get? A bunch of damage, but no frags, unfortunately. Alice with the Iron Hands does not pop that Uber, but other soldier bombing in. Rave gets the force off. Former medic player forcing the other medic. That's exactly what Ninjago needs. And look at this Uber. I think there's a chance here for them to take it back in, but Tausa going down? What do you think about this, Giblert?
Yeah, definitely no way to push. No soldiers right here. Very wise move to fall back here. Hold on to the Uber. See if they can buy time. Soldiers can roll out fast. If they can just, by a little bit of time, get 1 pick on someone going too fast, like Fuzzy right here. They'd be able to hold on to this, maybe turn this into something good. Well, you know, such a big Uber ad, they can still even actually work this now that they have their soldiers here. So, about 50 ad to work with. Might not know that Blue's building at the rate they are, which I think they're building a little bit on the slow side, but
oh
be able
my
to do something
God.
at 30. That's managed to get the force there.
He just jumped in with the Market Gardener after killing a soldier. So, I mean, I don't want to say it, but it kind of seems like some of these players on Real Sixes are not going down fast enough on the combo side.
Flipping it back around. Real 6x. Moving in. Oh, Mr. Casa getting in this there. Ruby also behind, starting up the back cap. Creating a lot of chaos. Oh, the pinch coming in. Perfect timing. And Mr. Casa right there. Getting a huge rocket, getting the force out, and Moby gonna buy a little bit of time just running behind. Being a noxious rat. That's very well played by Ninjago right there.
Yeah, there's 3 on last. Alice and the demo kind of alone on second, but I don't think anyone can chase. But the Uber ad, yeah, I mean, that back cap, just so much time, everything. That was everything. That was what Ninjago needs to get back in the game, although it is 0-0 still, surprisingly. Thought they were down around, but right, they never got closed out on. Soldier in through Cafe as I'm yapping on. Finman just goes down. How are these players from Real Sixes just walking at the medic? This is crazy.
It just feels like there's a lack of unity in the combo. We're really just playing around the med. Like I said that one other time earlier, just one scout just kind of ran off a completely separate direction. And this time, there's someone able to get in completely free like that. So this should be a pretty easy point for 6x to take right here. Stalling the push kind of in the choke here. Very slow to get in. Also don't have Sword here. Holly taking a lot of damage out in front. Slowly able to kind of bully their way through. Just a little bit slow, but nice and steady. Managed to get the point. What can you say about it? Still got plenty of Uber to keep going.
Yeah, that's exactly what they have, and now they're just walking in, no soldier bomb, but ooh, gets a trade? Nah, that's a demo trade. That's a good trade. That's a very good trade. I wonder who's going to take this. It's an interesting consideration. I don't think they have enough ad to go. Maybe they're going to overcount it, though. Looks like they are slowing down, though. Not going to rush it, but they've got to change something up, because remember, Giblert, they had full ad. They got the force, and they couldn't close the round, and now they're in the same situation.
It looked like they're in a good spot last time. It's really just that not spotting that snipe, not calling, and the med dropping ended up being their downfall there. I think otherwise they're able to get that Uber off. That would have been around. So, 2 picks in lobby immediately. Oh, 3 actually. So already possibly having to give up the second, kind of losing their shot at the end zone here.
Yeah, as you said, 3 going down. I mean, it just feels like it's so easy to say, like, oh, there was the sniper play, like, they just won't have that happen next time. But this time, it's 3 down, so, like, I feel like something's going on over there. Something on both sides has to be tightened up. Hammy's side, Ninjago's side keeps losing their medic to single soldier sacks. This side just loses their team to crazy plays, loses advantages, so Something's going on in both of these mumbles that I would kind of like to know. Either way, we have the sentry gun set up. Pretty normal hold. This time, they put the gun in a slightly different spot. What do you think about that one, Giblert?
Yeah, this is a good like anti-sniper spot since you can kind of have the med more on the floor right here. Put a dispenser. It makes it much easier for the med to stay at the sideline. Of course, it does make it a little bit easier for them to peek, but since they have their own sniper, then he can kind of hold down that angle.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He held the Uber. Finman. Oh, he tried so hard. Man, 2 soldiers. That's what I'm saying. These soldiers are unstoppable. They just got in, and that's my productions yelling at me. We got the force going on. Kalsa. Mr. Kalsa, what a great player. How do you get that force? This map sucks for counter-sacking on. I would know. I played Roamer. It's so painful, but gets that force. And now it's going to be the side of Ninjago sitting at last because what can they do? It's even. The clock's in the defender's advantage. I mean, just send it back to mid, right?
Yeah, I think the big issue there, they just left this top left side completely open. You have the sniper locking down the right kind of the angle plus a sentry gun, but just can't let 2 soldiers just like bomb for free through this top left. Especially when your med's kind of forced to be on this low ground right here. Yeah, as you said though, I think that at this point, Ninjago showing being very conservative. Even when they had 3 down, they didn't really peek out any. So I think they were just playing for the round reset, which kind of opens up the other side. 6x to kind of be more aggressive with Sax, knowing that Ninjago is very hesitant to push out here.
Yeah, that is true. Rave doing a really good job on the right side, locking that down. They get that frag over there, and ooh, every single one of those deaths is like 30 seconds off the clock. So you're looking at the clock and going, these guys, 6s, they're going to have like one more chance to get an advantage before they have to go now.
Pretty much, this is pretty much their last sack wave attempt. Then they have to either kind of send it or just allow it to reset. And considering the meds are going roughly in their favor, maybe just allowing the round reset and seeing if they can clean up a little bit. Roll the last might be a little bit easier, but we'll see what they decide to do here.
Yeah, we got the flare gun out, just being an absolute menace. I hate this weapon so much. I feel like it's the tilt factor, undervalued on Pyro. Flare gun got a reflect off too. I think that reflect almost killed a scout. Either way, got that sentry gun getting onto the soldier, but not quick enough. This medic, Finman, I feel like this guy should not have to be this active on last. This person is in a lot of danger, it feels like.
Yeah, once again, I didn't quite see it. It looked like he got through the top left once again from the defender's perspective. So
I think he got through lower, actually.
Lower, yep. But either way, I would have liked to say, and someone gets immediately dropped by the trap as Uber comes in, and this is going to be a disaster on the side of real 6x. I think they're just going to back off, allow it through the reset.
Oh wait, no, Kalsa's on them! The soldiers cut them off on bats! This could actually be a push! They might have enough time if they go to point. They did! Oh my god, you were just saying this, Giblert. If Ninjago plays passive, it could incentivize the other team to get too aggressive, and they did! They got baited into being too aggressive, and look at this! Only 2 up now. I think Ninjago's gonna have ad and mid.
Yeah, very big momentum swing right there, taking down from 1 second on the reset clock to taking mid, taking control of the game. A little bit of Uber had to work with. Just gotta watch out. Sodi hanging out in the forward spot might go for sneaky play here. They also have Tiger on sniper, so a lot of multiple threats they gotta keep an eye out for.
Yeah, you can never get complacent in those stalemates. You think, oh, it's just time's going down. Oh, it's going to be around. But it's like, no, the other side, you only need 3 or 4 seconds to destroy the other team and get on the point. That's all it takes. As long as there's that much time, you can do plays like that. Either way, Valley, Uber ad, going into what will soon be an Uber. They jump through Valley. They take the point for free, but I have to be concerned for Ninjago. Did they count the Ubers properly? They get a frag, though, so does it even matter? Is the other team going to push out down a player? They are. They're taking the Uber in, but they got 2 kills. Sodi found 2 by being behind, and that's a really good Uber. It's going to deny the point and maybe let them push into mid.
Yeah, quite possibly. Also, Mr. Costa stuck behind. Of course, let's have that backup. Now they already have some cap on. They can't really ignore Casa, so that's going to make it a little bit harder for them to do anything with this. I think they are probably just going to go back, take down Mr. Casa. Because they have Holly on the case right now. Very low, actually, almost losing the 1-1, finally getting cleaned up. And I really would have liked to see Ninjago try to do something off that. They sent pretty much 6 back, almost 5 back, go deal with Mr. Casa, and Ninjago really didn't do anything off of that. I feel like Ninjago just in general is playing very passive this game. Playing a little bit scared almost, it feels like.
Yeah, either that or they just have a lot of trust in their roamer. Either way, They do occasionally, though. They aren't completely passive. They will occasionally be super aggressive like we saw on last. Either way, like you said, perhaps missing some opportunities. We do see the lock and load spam almost taking down Holly. Goes down to like 44 health, as I can see on my HUD. Hammy spawning on Spy. Will this be the first? Actually, not the first Spy play. I think we've already seen like one or two. But definitely the first for Ninjago. Either way, we have the pressure coming out. Soldiers bombing onto this little rim in Valley, doing some spam. As the aggressive team, as the team on mid, you have to make some noise. You have to make the other team not be aware that there's a spy. And if you take too long to do things like they kind of are now, I would start getting a little suspicious that there might be a spy. But here we see the soldier sack coming in. Fade bomb, other soldier going lower right. Spy out on point on the medic, gets the drop. That's Hammy getting that medic down. What a great play. Where's the side of Ninjago? Again, I feel like it's kind of like what you were saying. They had a chance to be super aggressive going off that pick, but they decided not to. Either way, ooh, they take the point without using, though.
Yeah, very big. And funny thing is, Sammy actually managed to live there. Though arguably, considering how big their ad is, maybe actually would have been better. Sammy died, came up on an actual class, and still would have been there for this push. Unfortunately, I guess we'll just have to resort to being a pistol spy or something like that. But at the very least, might be able to at least get some information. Spy with the push. Actually, never mind. Push going to come out immediately. Gun kind of in an awkward spot on the right here, but a lot of point time already.
Yeah, a lot of point time, like you said, and Hammy going down. You have to wonder what if he just killbound, honestly. Like, that might have even been the play.
Yeah, absolutely. Plenty of time working, like you said, with the full Uber plus the med dad. Yeah, would have had a lot of time to set up for that. Or at the very least, even at least allowed him to come forward, at least participate in the last push somehow, at least with a pistol or something, because that's such a close last push, yeah. And just, the way I see it, just not a whole lot of reason to rush that, given how big their ad was, so possibly another costly mistake. Ninjago right there.
I see what you're saying. You think just going in, like, cloaked could have even been better?
Yeah, because it's such a close last push, even just a couple pistol shots could have changed things. As we say, that push comes into mid. Wow, we actually go down on the side of Ninjago. Really bloody, dry push in the mid, no Uber forced out, but 13 Tiger biceps going down. No demo though, Alex gonna be down quite a while. Region out.
Six is just taking that Uber and not having to use it, taking the point. I guess Ninjago a little disconnected, I guess is the word I would use. Just demo stuck in choke, goes down. Hammy checking the off classes, so they know they've been in this situation for the third time. This is now the third time, and we're gonna see the sniper for Hammy. That has worked well in the past, so gonna have to see what's gonna change. What's Fuzzy gonna do? He's gonna start spamming the sentry gun. This is the third spot we've seen the gun in. What do you think, Giblert? Third spot.
This spot, I'm not a huge fan of on defense. It leaves the right side so completely open, especially since they don't have a sniper there. At least if you have a sniper, you can kind of watch this angle. Make it really annoying, but yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I do like they're moving it more to the right here. But once again, like I said, since you don't have a sniper, it's a lot harder for a soldier to just kind of watch this by himself. And actually might go down, he takes quite a bit of damage. Soldier's kind of waiting spots, but again, moving two soldiers over here also means this left side wide open. I'd really like to see Hammy on sniper instead, but perhaps the flare gun being annoying enough to make it worth it, and sentry gun going down now in a very precarious position.
Yeah, but at least they got the demo, so that's probably going to prevent anything terrible from happening. I have to say, I mean, the gun went down while the pyro was reflecting, like, in the direction everything. Oh, soldier was in! Just jumps in. Almost got on the medic. That gave me a heart attack there, and I'm not even in game. But as I was saying, the gun just goes down in front of the pyro. I have to wonder, what's the point of the pyro if you can't keep the gun alive? Maybe it's time to just switch, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, like, maybe even see a pyro just indoors a little bit more aggressively spamming the flare gun. Getting juggled by that thing is extremely annoying. Makes it very difficult to spam. Makes it hard to get people up, healed up to the right health, and then you kind of fall back and reflect as you need to. But I think maybe the pyro position is a little bit too passive. Just, these doors are just completely open, plus you're just getting away with this for free.
Yeah, gun's down again, but they do... it's funny, every time the gun goes down, a player on blue goes down too. High bomb coming in, but nah, that's not going to get anything. So... the side of Sixes is so good at taking the gun out, but they just can't keep their players alive. They just take the gun out and overheat, it feels like.
Yeah, maybe even be interesting seeing a sniper come out here. It feels like there's they're being given a lot of angles, and they pull out a sneaky sniper play, might be able to get a good shot. It worked that one time.
And yep, there it is, gun down, but I mean, does the side of Ninjago even need the gun? Maybe they play better when the gun's down, honestly. Fuzzy goes down. I honestly, I feel like every single force we've seen, the gun's been alive.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually.
Either way, Hammy snipe spy, just checking the off classes, not actually committing. It looks like. Yeah, gun again. I gotta come on, guys. Sixes, they gotta figure something out when the gun's down. There has to be some sort of meta play you can do here. There's like 10, just send 2. I don't even think we've seen a 2-man yet.
Yeah, at least not an intentional, like, coordinated 2-man. Kind of like the 1x1 chain feed, but yeah, I would really like to see like a really clean 2-man. The gun, at the end of the day, only can watch one person once. We do have the 2-man coming now. Double soldier, pressure from the scout on the other side. Yeah, not gonna mount anything.
Oh,
They're kind of giving permission to send 3 because Ninjago is playing so passively. So yeah, it doesn't look well. Mr. Costa taking a look. Yeah, it looks like they are still playing with resets. So why not send 3? Ninjago's gonna play like this.
Yeah, like you said, but again, Ninjago have shown they have put up some deterrence. Like we did see that wipe where that was this round too, where they almost brought it back, but that might be enough of a deterrence to stop the side of Real Sixes from going all in. But how they're posturing, nah, they're gonna go. They're sending it. They get forced in lobby though. They're gonna just eat spam to Mr. Kalsa. This Uber is absolutely horrible. They could get punished here hard if Ninjago wants to, but it looks like Ninjago's, yeah, they're sending their soldiers right lobby, trying to get on them, but I don't think. Oh, that scout almost goes down. That almost actually worked in baiting that scout, but nah, we're sitting on last. We have the heavy out.
Yeah, almost looked exactly like last time, kind of backing off after the Uber, getting pinched and getting wiped, but luckily for them, Real Sixes this time predicted it, cleaned it up, and managed to get out there and at least take the reset without giving Ninjago the huge advantage there.
Yeah, it's been a while since we mentioned this, so I'll bring it up again. This was Real Six's map pick, so I kind of have to point out, if Real Sixes isn't confident pushing last, breaking last holds on their own map pick, I have some concern moving forward with, especially if it gets to Snakewater, the map they didn't even pick. There could be some issues there.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I mean, a lot changed throughout the season, of course, but at the end of the day, it was a pretty clean 5-0 on side of Ninjago. So I really want, if you're a Real Sixes fan, I think you really want to see them wrap it up in 2.
Yeah, definitely. And just thinking about like how this map's gone, I feel like the mids, we've never seen the same mid. I think we've only seen 2 mids, if I'm not mistaken. One of them, they both went right. Ninjago got stuck behind. The other one, I think both teams went right side again, but I don't remember exactly what happened. Someone got stuck in Cafe. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I don't quite recall. I will say, yeah, it just feels like there have been so many situations where one team really kind of has control of the mid situation, and then just one kind of blunder that stops them from being able to roll mid to last. Like I said, the scout splitting up. I know, kind of harping on that, but it's such a huge thing in those situations. Just really hang out around your med, especially when you have 2 scouts like that in a 3v3. It should be the prettiest win in the world. Ended up not being the case in that situation. Could have, put Ninjago on the board, could be in a couple 1-0 position right now. Kind of another thing. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
And kind of an unrelated thing. It's more just an educational topic while we're at the stalemate here. Real common mistake I see a ton of teams make is, and we saw this in Real Sixes, pushing into the red second with a small loop at about 25. Or it might have been the other way around. I can't remember which team. But either way, which one team pushed into the other team's second small Uberad, and then when they didn't get an initial kill, did way too close, didn't immediately go to positions to play for the counter force as other teams coming back in. And I see that happen quite often, and I'd really like to see teams just get a little bit more control of that, just be more aware of the Uber situation, and in those situations kind of go immediately from Uber's over, now get back in positions to force, take positions to make it hard for them to come back in, then kind of play the counter leapfrog there. But I rambled on enough. Any other thoughts on things you'd kind of like to see out of these teams?
Yeah, I want to see some mid-fight aggression. There's nothing wrong with these passive mids. They both teams want a passive mid, right? They both feel like they're winners doing that. But I'm gonna be honest. I don't think this game's gonna be won on last. It's gonna be won on mid or second. So they've got to change something up. None of this let the other team end up on last stuff. You've got to do something where you're on last while they're still down players. Like that's what these teams have to try for.
Absolutely, and it looks like we are going live once again. So, what do you keep an eye out for in this mid?
This mid putting me in the spot. I'm gonna be looking at Sodi. Why not? I don't think I've ever looked at their cam. I want to see destruction. I want to see kill feed, X4, triple air shot. Got the spam coming out onto the other team's choke. That's a good start. Good spam. Eating some sticky spam. Ooh, this roamer took a lot of pain there. Oh, Soldier was hiding in choke. Look at this. Mr. Kalsa or Rave getting onto this medic, and Mr. Kalsa trying to finish it off, but they both go down. These soldiers got so close. But I think lock and load air shot came out onto Mr. Kalsa. That's going to be 3 down for the side of Ninjago. These players need to run, and they need to run fast.
Yeah, very clutch air shot by the demo man there on the side of Real Sixes. Mr. Kalsa had a pretty solid bomb angle under the meta. It was already pretty low. And air shot turned that around.
Yeah, they are stuck behind. I'm going to be honest, I didn't realize they were stuck behind. They're going to last. Ninjago, they got to get here fast. Who's blocking point? Soldier's bombing point, doing so much damage, but it's not quite enough. 3 down. Uber's out. Slightly better Uber, but with only 1 frag. Oh, Hammy gets another. How'd they get 2? They got 2. I think they might be able to defend. Sticky's on point, though. Gets down. Soldier bombing in, does 1 trillion damage, but this is the sad part about being a soldier. You can do 5 million damage, but there's no scout to finish it off.
Something I've consistently seen now. It looks like I think on maybe 3 or 4 mids already, Ninjago just getting stuck behind every time. May want to see them maybe go towards maybe more of these kind of like slow rotate, more centralish mids, more reactive mids. Because every time it seems like they lose mid, they end up stuck behind and have to scramble for situations like that. Finally, Real Six is able to punish them for that and take the round.
Yeah, it might be time to pull out the old fake rotate and then collapse on Tetris mid, but here they are just straight up collapsing on Tetris, but they're literally collapsing. Their soldiers are dead. I think that's going to be another soldier going down. Ninjago, their player health is not conducive to staying in. They've got to get out of here.
And it feels like, only 5 minutes left on the normal clock. Momentum really starting to shift in the way Real Six is with that 1 round, and then now 2 pretty decisive mid wins back to back.
Yeah. Looks like we've got these soldiers just spamming it up, doing their jumps. No one going down. Never mind. Sodi goes down, so bit of a silver lining there for Ninjago. Maybe is this the first second steal we've seen? No, we've seen a couple, but I want to see the aggression. I want to see a soldier just walk out of Cafe and get the force, return the favor. Like we saw earlier in the game, it seemed like the side of Real Sixes could just walk into mid and do whatever they wanted. Ninjago, they got to pull out that energy.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to see the team play a little bit more confident in these stalemate situations, in the second type situations. Get a little bit more aggressive, peeking the doorways together. Really putting a little more pressure on these sacks. The sacks just feel a little bit like kind of, pray your soldier, get something done. I do like what we're seeing from Real Sixes here, sitting 2 behind. Taking a little 2v1 on the move, trying to stay alive. So that behind the Hammy, taking down a kill. Both go down, but I like ambition down.
I do. I'm actually surprised Mob lived there, down to like 30 health. Somehow won out that 1v1 at the end. Either way, 2 down. I want to see the play. What's the play? We've got these 2 players in Cafe, 2 in Valley, trying to make some noise. They get through Cafe. Probably don't want to use. They don't want to trade. They want to get forced probably. Either way, it's mid-fight 2.0 on point. These scouts doing so much damage, and the bomb comes out through Valley. And look at this Uber. It's so much better for the side of Ninjago, but Mob went down during it. That's heartbreaking.
2 down now, and Finman might get cleaned up here. Very low. Cody behind. Will they be able to kind of sneak out here? Maybe go in dungeon. Looks a little bit indecisive, and yeah, now Sodi. That's going to be pretty much a full wipe. So, once again, things going very cleanly in the favor. Real Sixes. I don't think they'll be able to take this risk heavy. I think this probably is just an angle. Hang back, play the ad a little bit. We'll have about 30, 35 ad here.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be able to take it either, like you said. I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but maybe they listened to my my pause talk where I said win the game, not on last, win it on mid or second, because that's kind of what we're seeing.
It really comes down to right here if they can convert just a traditional Uber ad last push. If they're able to convert right here, definitely going to put them in a very, very, very strong position with only 2 minutes left on the 4 overtime.
Yeah, this sentry gun again, I don't understand. It feels like it's just taking pain, getting spammed down before the Uber. But the Uber comes out, so demo bombed in, but 2 down already. Why'd they send 2 top left? They sent 2 scouts top left and the Uber right. Fuzzy down. Ale. Okay. Ninjago's gonna be pushing out through bats. Looks like they're going with ad. They clean up. They're slow leaving players. That's demo down. That's gonna be a really late demo death. So gonna have to see if they can convert that even further.
Yeah, I mean, on one hand, like I can sort of see the intention of trying to onto the med, Finman go down very low. Alley oop into the sniper sightline.
Ninjago, I am so worried for this side. They gotta go to last, in my opinion. What do you think, Giblert? Is it run to last, do something on second, do something on mid?
I mean, just considering that Real Sixes is posturing so far back, playing so passive here, I do think they have time to kind of set up on second. They don't have to doesn't have to be necessarily send somebody to dive, but they could, slow them down, spam, buy a little bit of time, give them more of that time to get a little bit more Uber. You could also do this while you're setting up a Pacific on last. And I think what they're doing right now is okay. They could have been in position a little bit sooner, could have bought a little more time. But I think what they're doing right now is completely okay. I think I'm more or less okay with that. And I think the Uber we saw last time from Real Sixes, I can see the intent to go through one side, round them up on this kind of platform, then pinch, but pinch came too early and they just got blown up before the Uber even got there.
Yeah, but look at the Uber situation. They might get Uber in time. Either way, they go through top right. They get the gun down. Someone's got to block this point. They're going to be standing on it. Yep, Soldier bombing it, but no, they get 3 on the rotate. They go so aggressive across point. Heavy up. Will they be able to defend? No, Rave goes down. Actually, Kalsa trades it out. Ooh, Kalsa on 7 HP, somehow staying alive. I don't understand that. It was such a good last push. They crossed the point instantly, got 3, but somehow it's just not enough to close it out.
It just looked like kind of their poster position. It just ended in a really kind of awkward spot. A lot of them kind of get recollapsed on and cleaned up there. But much better attempt than last time at the very least. Didn't get wiped 6-0, so we're seeing some improvement in the Ubers. On the side of Real Sixes at least.
Yep, improvement indeed. Improvement is what we see on their own map pick. And I forgot, right, we don't... Yep, that's how Banny config works. We have 3 minutes left, essentially even Ubers. Tiger on Sniper. If the trend holds, the next Uber is going to break the back, but we have to see if they even get into that position. Will Tiger be able to hit their shot? Where are they even peeking from? It looks like they're in lobby, trying to go through lower with the upper hand, scoped up, shiny blue killstreak skin, or whatever it's called. Got the body shot. I don't even think that body shot hit. Either way, they are for sure aware there's a sniper on the side of Ninjago. They are all turtle up. What do you think about the gun again? Maybe you've already talked about this spot.
Yeah, once again, I do think it's quite nice because it does allow your med to kind of play away from these angles. Just main thing is, again, once some pressure on this right door, usually a lot of people just run their own sniper. And then, ideally somebody that's kind of in the middle, flexing both sides, a soldier, and then just making sure this top side is locked up pretty well. Oh, and the number just misses as I said that, allowing the soldier just get through for free there. Just looked away right as he jumped. But luckily for Ninjago,
yeah, there was a counter sack attempt that almost gave our producer a heart attack. Alice down to 30 health. Mr. Kalsa, maybe 20 less ping gets the drop. Who knows? Sodi just deciding to go down. I guess, why not 2-man though? I'm not sure. Either way, gonna see something happen. Ooh, that's a heavy weapon. That's Tommyslav heavy. We got the Tommyslav heavy out. I'm a fan. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I'm a fan, but maybe pushing out of last, maybe the stock minigun is the tech.
Yeah, of course, the Wild Rupp was here. He'd definitely be repping the Brass Beast. Definitely a huge critic of the Tommyslav. Nonetheless, going for the play. Oh, they also have a banner, it looks like, on the side of Fuzz. Trying to charge that up. So, banner plus the heavy, if they're able to get that combo running, could be quite lucrative at the side of Real Sixes.
Yeah, it could be, but if they're able to push. I have a suspicion it's not going to be with 6 people with how they've been playing. I feel like if they push, it's going to be with 5 people or maybe 4. They've got to get that tightened up. Their soldiers showing up. I have to wonder, because I saw Hammy on Spy. Maybe he knows there's a heavy. I feel like he would stay on Sniper if he knew, though. I don't think they know about the heavy.
It's upside that Tomislav has the silent rev able to stay ready here without giving himself away. Got 25 seconds and Uber does come out.
Yeah, huge Uber coming out. They don't even get the sentry gun with the Uber, though, and they're all stuck in top left. I have to wonder, where's the post positioning for the heavy? Where's the anything? It's just banner gets popped now. I mean, oh, they're going in though. Maybe they believe, maybe they know something I don't. Like how to stand on point with 5 players and almost cap the point right out from under the other team, but it doesn't look like it's enough. Unfortunately, the players are not asleep over on Ninjago. Oh my god, as I say this, Sodi gets 2. How does he get 2? Are they going to win this? Oh my god, that was seconds away.
Yeah, the air blast coming in very clutch there, just able to keep them off it. But yeah, I don't... See, the thing about, like, if you're going to go for the heavy play, you need to actually be in so heavy has space to kind of work his way in. Even if it ends up being kind of a, not great Uber, at least being able to like establish yourself somewhere in the last point is really key to that strat. Of course, was very difficult given the sentry gun, the qual to go down. On to the next bit.
Y'all too easy coming out from Hammy. All right, well, you got to put up now. You got to win this mid after saying something like that. What do we see? Soldiers on high ground. I like that. Oh, get on those medics. Jump in. Perfect time. It looks like that's what they're trying to do, but Rave goes down. And the scouts are diving onto the medic. They're doing so much damage from the high ground, but somehow no frags have been found from this. No, Fuzzy does get found. Hammy's taking the 1v1 into the other team's combo. Scout trying to get it down, and they do. Oh, that's the mid Ninjago needs. Their medic, though, dodging. Finman, can he survive? No, gets killed at the end.
At the end of the day, unfortunate for, for Ninjago fans, seeing Finman go down right at the very end there. Nonetheless, probably a good sign, ballistically, given they lost like the last 2 or 3 minutes, so still gonna have their own chance to take a shot at the goal here.
Yep, they will, but it looks like the side does not want to stay on last. Real Six is pushing out. They've got 1 player going behind, or making going behind to slow the other team down. I'm a fan of that play. I am a big fan of that play. Buy out every second you can, especially when the other team has ad. Hopefully, Ninjago is aware of this and doesn't get Ubered on in the 2 seconds before they get Uber.
Yeah, fortunately for them, this fence here kind of breaks the med sight line, so no way to really sell and out-check each other. But, given how fast they're playing, the med, showing a lot of, giving them a lot of space, playing back here waiting for it. I don't think Real 6 is able to do a whole lot with it. We'll be down, but Holly actually, okay, maybe going for the Uber check. Holly, wait for the, oh no, the med gets separated and dropped by the lock and load by Alex.
Hold up. We've seen like 5 drops. I want to say this is a high drop game. Holly going down 2. Ninjago, you, like I said, win it not on fucking last, win it on second. You gotta win the map on mid or second, and that's exactly what we're seeing. Just this huge, huge advantage coming out. They had a chance to just take it straight into last, but they didn't go too fast. They didn't go while the medic was still down, which I have to say I think was a mistake, but they are going now. They're spamming. They see the sentry gun, trying to get whatever knowledge they can about the last hold, but they might find themselves staring down the barrel of a sniper now.
At this point, might as well just make everyone healthy, make sure we're ready. Everyone is pretty buffed. Not looking too bad, and take down the gun very fast there.
Yeah, they got 3-2, and then it looks like that last push we saw last time, Real Sixes do, this was that, except Ninjago didn't collapse at the end, basically.
Yeah, just really good off the initial Uber, really good taking space, crossing, keeping the spawns locked down. Would like to see them play the point a little bit faster there, but nonetheless, had enough kills, was able to wrap it up quite nicely there at the end. Now 1-1, and next round wins this map.
Yep, 1-1 on Real Six's map pick. Giblert, you're the analyst. What's the tack? Who's going to win it? Who's the player?
I feel like Ninjago, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, but I think it really, these mids have been like pretty close for the most part. I think it's really going to come down to who wins this mid.
All right, Rave's in the skybox, and Rave's also in the respawn queue at the same time. Really unfortunate for him, not able to find too much. But on the other side of things, they get Alice, and Kalsa gets Holly. That's crazy. Ninjago might be putting on a victory lap here, but actually they went down 3 somehow. Not sure how that happened. They just left. I guess maybe they got the medic frag and said we're out.
Yeah, they were very split there. So I think, this is the wise move. Just play the ad here. Let the person in die, and then gotta watch out for pause here though. Go for a little corner play by the lighthouse. Gets immediately denied though. Oh, gets the rocket onto the bed anyway. Isn't able to hit the upward direct and goes down there.
Yeah, the Frenchman. Wait, did the spy get noticed? They went back to spawn and switched to it's the Bannistra. Nope. All right. It's. What was that team name? Lopander? They're just emulating the Lopander guys. Just go spy, go NG, go back to scout. Maybe they'll spawn on heavy next time. I don't know. Kalsa takes down Sodi. Ninjago, I'm worried for them. It looks like they're pushing, but they don't have ad. I'm very worried. They're just gonna pop in and go down. I'm concerned by how they're posturing. They're spamming though. I guess maybe they're not completely committing, just putting on a pressure show for us. But where's the soldier gonna bomb from? Maybe not a soldier. Maybe a scout's gonna run in. They're just spamming. Oh yeah, soldier came in. Was he behind? He's got the force.
Also with a 110 ping bomb, able to get that force onto the Alice right there.
Where'd he bomb?
Now, yeah, he came from the shutter. Yeah, big opportunity now. Ninjago with a chance to put this one away. Got 70 ad. Should be able to take second off this at the very least, and then I'd be very careful. Sodi hiding in this corner here. Might be able to get a rocket and a Moby coming around. This is gonna get spotted. And this is gonna be looks like a clean take for Ninjago onto second.
Yeah, but
roll it
again,
onto last.
like you said, roll it onto last. But look at the Ubers, 70%, 70%. They gotta go fast. You gotta go right now, and that's exactly what they're doing, sending it straight in. What is this demo Alex gonna find? He goes straight into the other side on the left. Gun down, point time. Look at all his point time. Soldiers in on the other combo. Alex goes down at like 98%. That's what it took. If Hammy delayed 1 second more, wouldn't have gotten that medic. But actually, they kept their medic alive. If they build fast enough, they can have ad for another retake attempt.
Yeah, I mean, it was very narrow Uber percentage there. I think they only had like 20 ad, but really good move for them, able to get on Alice right there, and could have completely changed things. And now they're going to get second shot at it, and might even have a little bit of cap time left on the point, which in these last push, especially the small percentages, that extra little bit of cap time can be the difference.
Yeah, like you said, but this time Alice not building. I don't know what went wrong in that push though, Giblert. What did you see at the end?
I mean, it was a little bit hard to see, to keep track of everything. It was a little bit scrappy considering they had to go pretty fast. But I would just say that going fast once again, 25 ad. Once again, trying to touch the point, Hammy getting flashed a little bit too long. I do like the point play here.
Yeah.
Now it's just really no way for them to get to it. Just I feel like Real 6 has actually overkited that one a little bit. And then just kind of allowed them to cap that one basically for free.
Damn. Ninjago, I'm going to be honest, it looked like they weren't even in the game for the first 20 minutes. They go down a round, and then they come out with some trash talk, and they take it back 2-0. I mean, that's heartbreaking if you're on the side of Sixes, because it's like you feel like we're putting the other team on last. The other team's just stuck on last the whole game, but, you can't push last. You just lose.
And I like what Hamby did there. Like Michael Jordan always said, trash talking doesn't start when you're winning; it starts when you're losing, when it's even. And they backed it up this time. But will they be able to back it up in the next map? Which, of course, as we said before, is also Real Six's map because they were able to take the first 2 picks, given Ninjago took a little too long on those vetoes.
Damn. Alice had 4 deaths, and 3 of them were drops. That has to hurt, but. The thing that stands out to me is Rave. 25 frags on Soldier? Who is this guy? 298? 298, 25? Rave, I gotta say, I think without him, I don't know if Ninjago would have won that.
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting these stats from Rave. Rave, I owe you an apology. I wasn't familiar with your game. But yeah, very impressive numbers. I mean, going like you said, positive one soldier plus nearly 300 DPM in a relatively slow paced game. Really impressive stuff there.
Yeah,
And I also want to shout out Mr. Casa. I mean, numbers might not say it, but several of his flanks were definitely instrumental. Had some pretty key forces here and there, which again doesn't always show up on stats, but I definitely think he played pretty well that game.
yeah, I do think so as well. Nothing else like crazy stands out to me besides the drops and then those frags. Everything else seemed pretty balanced. Slow paced games, so the DPM kind of irrelevant. Like Tiger, like you think like, oh, 150 DPM, what was that player doing? But like, I mean, they're a scout on stalemate, so can't really take anything from that.
And I think what really turned the game around a lot for Ninjago, not only did they clean up the mids, but their execution on the last pushes was just seemed a lot cleaner than what we're seeing from real sixes. Especially that the final last push to win the game. I really like the point play there. They did a much better job than real sixes at pressuring the point in a lot of these last push situations, and the fact they were able to pressure the point and then just completely cap it for free when they saw that no one was really coming to contest. Just very well done point play by Ninjago right there, and ended up winning that map.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It's like you don't have to put the other team on last a bunch of times. You don't have to slowly win it down. You just have to just win the opportunities you get. And Ninjago got basically 3 opportunities and they won 2 of them. Sixes got like 8 opportunities and won one of them. So that's just how it is.
Now, kind of a hypothetical. What if TF2 was like football, where if you're not confident getting the touchdown, you can kick a field goal instead, or some equivalent? What are your thoughts on this, Delta?
I I get the theory behind that, but like the thing is, I feel like that's kind of the mid fight though. Like you win the mid fight, and it's like that's the advantage. Like you already have an advantage. Like I don't know if you need to be able to get another one. That makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. It was a terrible idea. I just thought it'd be interesting.
I get what you're saying. You're saying like if you cap second, you can get like a fourth of a round maybe. Like you get
Yeah, maybe
point
something
two
like that.
five
But like,
points.
you have to like
Yeah.
sacrifice. Yeah, you'd have to give something up. I don't know. But on to this next map. No more last points. No more touchdowns. We're going to King of the Hill. Completely different game mode. Uh, Real Sixes map. Must be confident on this. And of course, since this is completely separate type of game mode, they must feel like they're the ones that have, you know, the higher competence at King of the Hill. And I assume they're probably feeling pretty confident about this one, especially considering how narrowly they lost that first map.
I don't know, Giblert. I'm gonna be real honest with you. When I played Pocket Soldier, I found like this was one of my best maps. I think especially in advanced, it's like pretty easy to just do a bunch on that class. I'm kind of worried for sixes. I'm worried Rave's gonna do like 400 DPM and they're just gonna collapse. But what do I know?
Yeah, again, like I said, not super familiar. Oh, wait, I'm also looking at Reeves ping, 14 ping. Yeah,
Oh,
actually, I changed my mind. I think you might be right. It might be cooked for real sixes.
yeah, 14 ping. I mean, like Banny said, uh, low ping win game easy or something. But yeah, that's just my own perspective. I also ran shotgun on this map, so maybe my perspective doesn't matter. But what did you think, Gibbler, about like the lower? Because when you watch like the invite games, you usually don't see like a pocket soldier just absolutely blow up the whole game. I mean, it sometimes happens, but I feel like in advanced, it's not so hard to see that.
Yeah, I feel like in advance, people just aren't as good at kind of like being aware of what's going in the houses. And inevitably, some soldier just kind of waddles out, or just bombs through and manages to get like 9 million DPM or something.
From my own experience, it's also been the combo positioning. Like when I just spam out of house, I feel like my rockets have like a 50% hit rate, which is like absolutely insane if I'm just shooting like literally 4 rockets and reloading 4 rockets on cooldown as I get ammo. It and like the other team just can't put up with that, you know. And we're gonna see what Rave has. Former Invite medic maybe has some 5D plans on how to get those rockets to kill the medic. Gonna have to see what Rave comes up with.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right though. Like just general like fundamental positioning on Snap makes such a big deal. Since teams, if you clump up even just a little bit too much, taking all that damage together from like the rockets plus the demo, definitely makes a gigantic difference on this map. Just completely ruin. Just a few people taking a little bit too much damage from spam completely changes how like you're able to play this map. It can make it completely unplayable at times if your team's just not good about not eating the spam. Kind of a third factor, I think that also contributes a lot to some of the insane soldier DPMs you see on this map is that, especially at lower divisions, it's a lot harder to break out of the forward holds. Soldiers just end up getting a million damage on people trying to bust out and blowing up.
Yeah, I do agree with that. It's like the top right. There's always that funny play where you can just run through main when the other team's trying to bust out from the defender's perspective. I suppose if you were going to call them defenders on a co-op map, whoever's stuck in forward spawn, the top left area, just run through main, shoot 2 rockets, do 700 damage, and I mean that's all anyone wrote.
And it does look like we got 12 in the server. So what's your prediction on this map? What are you thinking about?
I gotta say it. I think it's gonna be a 4-2 for the Ninjago. And I know this sounds weird, but if I could predict 3-2, I would predict 3-2, but I can't. So 4-2.
Yeah, so like 4 to 2.5 or something realistically.
Yeah, 4 to 2.5.
Yeah. Me, I'm not gonna make a prediction. My predictions haven't been good lately. I lost a fair amount of money on the election. My friend said the odds are too good. The odds are too good. We gotta buy. We all I got locked out of making a Robinhood account. It's like they said, "Do you have any financial experience for trading options?" I was like, "Absolutely not." Do you know what that means? I was like, "Absolutely not." And they said, "Yeah, we're gonna have to review your account." So, fortunately, I was able to send the money to someone else, and they placed the bet for me. Unfortunately, I lost. So, yeah.
And that's why you're here casting.
Yeah, gotta make my money back. Yeah.
Okay, I see. Well, either way, I still want to hear your prediction on will we see a sniper into NG to mid, because in the pregame sometimes people just stay on those classes and go to mid. I'm just saying it's happened before at least one time. So what do you think about that?
I've seen the mini sentry NG be a little bit obnoxious on this map. I think the issue with off classing on this map, of course, sniper, like the sidelines are pretty bad for sniper. And on the side of if you're down a soldier, then it just makes holding the house so much more difficult. So you have to give up a scout, and of course, giving up a scout in modern TF2 in 2024, quite difficult. You have to be doing quite a bit on that off class. So could we see an off class? Absolutely. Do I think it would be good? Probably not. Unless I'd probably say the only time I'd really be comfortable with an off class, like maybe a sack wave, maybe just some off meta defensive. Maybe if you come up on one when you already have the point and you're already spawning a heavy or something. Maybe even a sniper in some situations it could work, but I think sniper would also kind of vary depending on how well the other team's playing, because it should be pretty easy to just kind of overrun things.
I will say about sniper, I have seen a sniper surf onto the air conditioning units kind of back there, and when the sniper gets up there, it's a little bit terrifying, I will say.
It's quite annoying. Of course, I'd say the hard part is there's so many things that can go behind that lobby. It makes it very uncomfy. It's just in general to be a sniper, I think.
Yeah, with that said, we are readying up, I think, on this mid. I want to see what the tone is. I want to see the combo scout side. We gotta look at whoever won last time. Hammy, I suppose. Are they just gonna take a fight on point, take a 1-2 shot into the other team's scout's face, and set the tone? No, they're gonna play slow, spam with their pistol, like every scout does nowadays. Just trying to farm those damage numbers to look good on the logs, so you can blame someone else on your team if you lose. But looks like we do see both teams just waiting for this point to open up. Demo, actually, Alex is going to be the first one on point. A little bit surprising there. Hammy only now stepping forward, challenging this point. Mobe jumping in up top, diving onto that roamer. Actually, Sodi going down so low, but it's going to be Sodi hitting the little mini air shot onto Mobe, taking that frag down.
They've also on the flank taking a little fight with Sodi, able to get out there, but I see Ninjago actually able to take a decent amount of space, even though they're down one, but now this left house taking a lot of pressure.
Ooh. Hammy, yeah, trades it out though, and somehow Alice, look at the health! Look at the health! Raven, Kalsar just spamming so hard. Tiger goes down, but Finman goes down. This is insane. Lock and load across the map. How is this allowed? Why is the medic for Ninjago dead? I don't know, but we're gonna see some sort of forward hold attempt, maybe to get the force off. Soldiers jumping into main. Sodi, though, hits that one down, and I think Ninjago kind of let it slip away with that lock and load.
Yeah, I'm actually not a huge fan of the positioning there. I think the holding that close did make a lot of sense. I would have rather them kind of let the other team in and then go for the sack wave. Kind of as they did now, but if they had more people up, I think could have got more out of that. Now, because with those two late deaths, not only does it stagger the times, but also probably get forward held. So, making things much more difficult. Oh, Moby, did you see Moby on the sniper just being that quick pick onto Tiger?
Yeah, quick pick onto the scout, and we have a fight in the top right happening. Sodi versus Kalsa. Minecraft wins, actually. And we're going to see if these Ninjago players can get out, and they do, but the other side still has Uber. Remember that this is a really good time to try to force, but if, you know, you go too aggressive, maybe your players just die. But actually, it's going to be the aggressive Uber jumping into the other team's main, trying to get this medic down. Are they going to get it? Soldiers walking in. All of this players, it's a family Uber in lobby, but it's going to be Fuzzy who goes down. Wow, what a great kite by Finman.
Yeah, I mean, the pathing was a little bit odd, but he had a nice little ramp slide surf up the stairs and able to sneak out. Very clever. And able to get cap back on that. It's a very close round still. Bomb coming onto Finman. Sodi going to go down, and Finman holding onto that Uber once again.
Yeah, like you said, holding on to that Uber, but I have to say, how'd they let the point cap up even when they had ad? Ninjago used this thing aggressively, you know what I'm saying? Rave, though, goes down. I think they were trying to take an aggressive Uber, but it got terribly coordinated. They take down Holly at least. Maybe they can take down Tiger. Hammy's trying to chase. They get Tiger. What's this medic doing in lobby? Hammy's getting everyone. Alice is just standing there. Hammy does go down, but I mean, I think you're happy with that. Demo's chasing. That's another pick. These players, for sixes, they're just going in one by one, and they're getting absolutely put to bed.
Yeah, I mean, the Uber is kind of awkward, but I feel like on Real Sixes, just felt like maybe they didn't expect them to continue going with the Uber, and they ended up doing so and got rewarded for it. But we're trying to force their way out here, Real Sixes is, and so they're able to get a decent position, and Ninjago really just holding on to the point, getting as much time as they can, but kind of resetting back to neutral state here.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. They reset completely. These players, though, I'm just watching the health bar right now, and everyone's taking so much damage, but it's actually going to be the side of Ninjago who goes down too. Both their soldiers are down, even though they have Uber advantage. They're taking it across point. Will Hammy get the scout in main? No, it looks like he's whipping his shots. The 3-ring Iron Rune Sword is out. Does not get the frag, though. Absolute disaster. Binman also stuck out. They committed everything for that Uber, but they would have been better off literally just going back to spawn.
Yeah, pretty disastrous. Losing 2 soldiers before the Uber came out would kind of put in a really awkward spot right there, but just can't lose 2 people like that on defense that quickly.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. That's heartbreaking. That's tilting, whatever you want to call it. Either way, no forward hold. Apparently, Sixes likes their chances of just turtling in main. Apparently, just let the other team cap the point is the strat. Soldier bombing in on the medic. It's a reverse sack, actually. Oh my god, no one expected this. Certainly not me, even though I have wall hacks on as a caster. Sodi gets that frag down, and now Ninjago, I mean, what are you doing? Are you going for the medic? Are you trying to cap the point? Are you sending a single sack? And it looks like they send a staggered sack wave, which went as well as anyone thought it would. Meaning that this point time continues to go for the side of Sixes.
Yeah, I mean, would have liked to see them, since they're able to get kind of the pre-cap plan, would have liked to see them just kind of force them to come back and then send the sack wave. Hammy trying to bust through this bottom right. The rest of Ninjago able to get out pretty cleanly, just gotta watch it with the Uber, and starting to look a little bit dire for Ninjago as blue side, Real Sixes has the Uber, and also losing down Moby, still 50 ad. And 25 seconds on the clock. Looking very rough for Ninjago right now.
Yeah, that's an understatement, I think. It's absolute heartbreaking for them. Yeah, Uber straight in. I'm going to be honest, this Uber doesn't even need to do anything, and it got a frag, so that's more than it had to do. Might find a player in top right. That's more than they needed. I think that's enough. Either way, Sixes, though, they're turtling up in the top right. They might be leaving opportunities for players to go behind, which is what they're doing. Now they're getting pinched on both sides. Will Hammy be able to get on this demo and take them out? This is a very critical fight happening right now. Hammy, though, not able to clean it up, unfortunately. That demo is down to like 2 HP there. Uber ad is up for the side of Ninjago. They smartly let the players respawn before going for the point, and now they're going to have to fight over the point, but they have to stand on it. They can't let it go down. They have to stand on the point right now, which they are. This demo, Alex is trying to do whatever they can, and they actually get the medic down to 5 health. They kill! How? They get that medic down with the lock and load across the map. That's insane! Ninjago actually has a chance of winning this now.
Yeah, complete momentum shift there. Huge backup by Moby extending the round there. But as you say that, really push to the house. Attack wave coming in, Uber comes out. Ninjago has to be careful not to drop anybody right here. And everybody's staying alive pretty much. Brave gonna be here very quickly. And yeah, now this is gonna completely change around. Uber's even. Ubers might not even come into play if they're not able to extend it, so...
There is
really
one word on my mind. It's forward hold. Forward hold like your life depends on it. That's what I would say if I was in the mumble right now. We see a soldier just get through top left. This is not the forward hold your life depends on. This is the forward hold your life ends on. And here we have Fuzzy just... Wait, they just cap? What?
Yeah, they already had a lot of cap time from the previous fight, so they're able to cap it really quickly. Yeah, that was very disappointing portal setup. It just seemed like the blue players were just kind of able to casually walk through, like without any pressure from the spam of the demo. Just completely busted through without much resistance, and then everything collapsed from there.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yep, next mid. Gonna see both teams just spamming it up. Kalsa jumping onto the top right. He baited me. I thought he was gonna do a high bomb. I was about to get really excited. Either way, he's just spamming across the point. Both roamers shooting each other. Apparently, roamer on roamer violence. Cap time is going the way of Sixes, but they go down first. Sodi down, Holly down to 10 health. Look at this. Alex is doing such a great job across the point. Kalsa jumping in on the medic. Medic goes down. This is Ninjago running all the way across the point, and this time they're actually protecting the medic. So Finman's going to stay alive after Alex goes down. This is the mid. Ninjago wanted demo bombing in. That's everyone. Only the soldiers went down. Close to perfection there for the side of Ninjago.
Really nice regroup around the mid there. Really like what I saw there. Much cleaner than we saw in Sunshine, so big improvement there on the side of Ninjago.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't think, the soldiers did go down, but I think there might be... This is the time to forward hold. If I'm on Ninjago, I'm like, yo, right now, we can stop it. It's too late now, though. You don't want to get sacked on. If I'm on Ninjago, I'm saying back up right now. But what do I know? We've got to see what the side of Sixes is going to do, and it looks like they're going to be sending a sack wave soldier bombing onto this medic, and it's going to be the side of Ninjago taking an aggressive Uber across points, but it looks like they only found one despite the other team jumping into them. No, they find the demo as well. It's a decision there. Popping guarantees no one goes down on your side at least.
Yeah, and considering the nature of Kyle, just keeping players alive is pretty important. So not the worst Uber in the world, all things considered. And they're able to hold on to the forward hold here, which means might kind of force blue side to pop out. So they're actually living so long there, as looks like Real Six will be able to bust up the bottom left.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they do. But for the side of Ninjago, they did cut off a couple seconds with that aggression, with that initial positioning. Kalsa goes down, though. That's not what you want. Demo bombing in. You have to wonder right now. They got the force. They actually basically got a force with a solo demo bomb. The follow-up was there, though, so it would have happened anyway. Either way, that's super impressive to get that force. Super important. But unfortunately for the side of Ninjago, they did not get a single frag. We know what that means, Giblert. Forward hold.
Yeah, absolutely. At the very least, they do have the Uber. So if on the side of Real Sixes, if they get a little too zealous here, could get caught out. Just got to be really careful to spot where they're coming from. Be ready to spread out. Respect the Uber, but not too much. It's a very difficult line to walk, or eventually forced to give it up. But I like they're able to kind of slow it down, doing that forward hold, then fall back without getting caught. So actually pretty cleanly executed retreat, turning it into sack wave, like invited them in before turning it into the sack wave. And then, able to get the force there. I really like what I saw on side Real Six. It was very impressive. And we'll see if they're able to get anything else at the end here. I don't think so. I think Fuzz is going to go down.
Yeah. Now
Not too bad.
Yeah. awkward talking at the same time. Like you said, not too bad. That's what they needed. Now we have some time for Fireside Trivia. Who was the only team to beat the first seed in the regular season? It was Ninjago on Bagel, and they're showing it while they turn this round around. This Uber, masterfully not caught to, is Finman. But they didn't get the force, but they're now sending the Kausa bomb. Look at this, they're sending everyone in, but they didn't get the medic, so don't go for the medic. If medic's not there, go for the other players, right? Our spawns are better. They get 2. Look at this, both scouts. That means your own team scouts can do whatever they want. That is literally textbook how you sack if the other medic is just nowhere in sight. Just shoot the other players.
Exactly, yeah. I 100% agree with you, and it, really shows like how much these, difference in level of play between kind of like advanced like main and IM, because I think in a lot of lower divisions people were just going for the meta, wasn't even there.
Yeah, like you said, and with this Uber exchange on points, just trading these Ubers off, Hammy trying to find the players who aren't Ubered, shoots that scout, I think actually did a bunch of damage to Holly, but Hammy overheats, just collapses. Alex is there to carry though, who cares if I have the lock and load? Soldiers are behind, how are both of these soldiers on the combo? Alice down to like 15 health, has to run away, demo down, soldiers jumping onto Finman, but Finman surfs so well, and what happened there, Giblert? I'm not sure, honestly.
I think on the side of Ninjago, they're able to take just a little bit more space with the Uber. They kind of traded across the point. They had more room to kind of fall back and kite back. But there's still a bit of time for Real Sixes to come back in here. Touch the point, get a little sliver of time, and just chaos for the point. Actually, I'll be able to extend the point time a little bit. Lose 2 though. Alex really low. And it looks like they might be able to take this. It's going to be very tight though. Alright, number disadvantage out. Ray Macy with a big flank. Onto Alice. Lots of damage coming up both ways. Jesus possibly going down here. Holy taking center, and that's going to be 1-1 now.
Dang, I was worried. I was so worried for the side of Ninjago. It felt like that first map was even, and then they just fell apart and went straight into the toilet. But with this round, that was not close. That was not a close round. Ninjago taking it by the reins. What do you want to watch on this mid? Who do you think has been taking control for the side of Ninjago?
What I really wanted to see is kind of paying really close attention to the focus fire in both teams. It looks like teams are... Other thing, just kind of general positioning of how clumped up they are. I kind of as we were talking about earlier. Just we're looking at like Real Sixes right now. Just seeing really clumped behavior, just taking a lot of damage to the together. And as you say that, Alex, with that lock and load, getting the pick out of nowhere.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, it's like, I'm just watching the game and it's like, yeah, both teams spamming, nothing's happening. Oh, Demo's dead, Holly's dead. Okay, and now Ninjago's just running across the point. This soldier, like you said, focus fire, demo scouts, everyone taking down the entire squad. And now you think, oh, it's just garbage frags. No one got the medic. These frags don't matter. That might happen in a lower division, but not in here. This is a time to forward hold, and that's what we're seeing.
Yeah, I think kind of what you were saying earlier, I think player to watch out for Alex. Just those lock and load pipes, great picks out of nowhere. As we saw in that, just snowballed after that. And Rave doing a pretty good job with the portal, but Chikasa going down. See if they're able to continue holding on to this forward, and Rave also getting juggled now, but they're able to get Holly.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do, Giblert, if you're on the side that's trying to break the hold and you're just down players constantly? What do you do?
I mean, I'd like to see kind of a little bit more pressure on the other doors. Also, and this guy's able to get out pretty decently well. Once you get the one soldier down, it does get quite a bit easier. Just gotta keep trying to find the holes where you're at. As you say that, Mob taking a little fight behind, and Bills can trade back, but turning it into a very chaotic kind of neutral state here.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you hold the points, this benefits you. You just let all this crazy stuff happen, but the time's ticking down. Uber comes out for the side of Ninjago, and I don't know if I like this Uber. It might be good enough to be sufficient, but I don't know. Demo just jumped in and went down. They get the medic, but I mean, get the medic at the cost of what? You left your own medic without a scout, soldiers bombing in, and there's another person top right getting the cutoff flank. I don't know about sending your demo for the medic there, but yeah, it seems like that just wasn't the play.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, with such a huge time advantage for Ninjago, these, like, even if it's the slightly advantage Real Sixes in terms of being able to retake the point with the better spawns, the fact they still have to burn another 30 seconds off the clock, so very, very not ideal if you're a Real Sixes fan right now.
Oh, more trash talk coming out. It's getting more aggressive too, so, you know, that lets you into the players' minds. Either way, we do have a pause. I have to say, considering the timing, it's probably a tactical pause for the team that is not currently up on the time. That just gonna throw that out there. That's probably what's happening. But from what I've seen, it's like Ninjago, they just anytime they get a fight, they just the trades just go their way is kind of what it feels like for me. I don't know if you have a different thought, Giblert.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'd have to take a closer look with a fine-tooth comb, really see exactly what's happening. But it looks like the focus fire just a little bit better. Like I said, these are random lock and load pipes. They're able to create so much out of nowhere because just one person getting pecked with one of those going down is completely changes the fight. 100 damage like that, especially if they're already low. Like I saw in that mid right there, one person went down to just random lock and load pipe across the map, and then completely snowballed the rest of the fight. And then good focus fire from then on out. Ninjago was able to turn that into a pretty good advantage, which they held on to. And I don't believe Real Sixes has even capped the point this round.
Yeah, they haven't. That's so crazy to say. Like you said, I forgot you mentioned that, and it's funny you mentioned that right before it happened on the mid. You were just going on about focus fire. People thought you were insane, but then all of a sudden, 2 players just go down for the side of Sixes, and it's like you just willed it into existence.
I feel like focus fire, especially when you're playing on a team, it's one of those things you always just keep saying when your team's losing. You don't know why. It's like, yeah, I guess guys, we just need to focus fire better. But sometimes, quite often, actually, it is true.
Yeah, it's like focus fire doesn't even mean like shooting at the same target. It means trying to take down the same target, and sometimes that means like the demo's like cutting off areas of escape, and that's kind of what we've seen a lot on Alex when he's not using the lock and load. He's not shooting his stickies like at a target to like shoot them, but he's shooting like behind that target. That's one player who's a little bit out of position, cut them off even more, make them even more out of position, and that's something that I haven't mentioned. Alex has been doing that the whole game, and it's really, I think, part of the reason why Sixes goes from 5v6s, it's funny having a team name that, 4v6s all the time, because they just, when they're down one player, Alex is just icing out that next one already.
Mm-hmm. I think going down one player on this map is especially bad, because once you're down one, it opens up so many different routes to either the left side, over on the left, over on the right. Also, you lose so much, especially if it's a projectile class, you lose so much spam power. And from there, I mean, I'd probably say this is the map where like losing one player is probably the most significant compared to any other map, at least in terms of like the 6-on-6 fight. Of course, like every map, it matters quite a bit being down a player, especially the higher you get, one person matters more and more. But I just feel like the nature of Bagel with like having so many routes to watch, as well as the just the spam factor and total damage factor, makes it even more painful in this. On top of that, like once you're down one, also reduces a lot, makes it easy to enter the cap. Might even be able to just straight up win the fight without having to continue winning the fight even.
Yeah, definitely. Either way, we're unpaused. I don't have to come up with some stuff to yap about. We're gonna see this lock and load. I was on Alice's cam there, and it terrified me. I saw the lock and load inches. If that was a explodey pill, it would have blown up and done some damage. Either way, we see both sides spamming it out. I'm going to be real honest. I think the situation is, the cap just went the side of Sixes. That makes it easy for me. But in Ninjago, they're just taking it right back. Look at that time. No one for the side of Sixes is defending the point. Only now at the last second, but it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, it's do have a little bit of Uber which is also going to force Real Sixes back off a little bit, be a little bit respectful. It's going to burn another 10-20 seconds off the clock. And actually, Uber does come out good. I decided to go for the Uber check very wisely. It seems that they're able to take down allows for 96%. Just got to regroup now. Up very low. Ninjago has to try to not get reclaps on. Do end up losing Alex. Good salvage by Real Sixes, but probably not going to be enough. Considering their staggered spawn ways are going to be very hard to retake in 10 seconds.
Yeah, and with Uber disad, Finman has Uber right now. Soldier did come out bottom left, but the Uber's going in top right. Is this a good Uber? Oh, it's an amazing Uber. They got the medic. I think they're doing a lot of damage too. Actually, wait, they're going down three. This Uber. Wait, okay, point just C9 again. I feel like that's the second C9 in a row. That has to be super, super tilting if you're on the side of Sixes. 2 rounds in a row that you just let slip out from under you. That pause, I'm going to be honest, might not have been a attack pause. That might have been a go get a beer pause.
Absolutely, good idea. But anyway, on to this next. But yeah, that was also just very frustrating. I saw the soldiers probably like an inch away from the being able to extend the cap a little bit, and just barely like a couple hammer units short of it. So very unlucky for real sixes, but still anyone's ball game right now.
Yeah, Rave does go down. The Menace himself has been stopped in the left house. Tiger put an end to that one. I think this is Ninjago's, or Real Six's chance to stop Ninjago. Mob just gets ringing at in the left house. The scout's absolutely insane. Who is that, man? Someone stop them. Alice dodges a bomb that faded away. And here we see, finally in the driver's seat, Real Sixes, but they're already coming under fire. The focus fire. Oh no, Alex, he's taking everyone down. He's taking everyone's names. Demo down, Uber out, solo Uber scout into what? What is this Uber doing? It's chasing into main, it's chasing for the demo, but the counter pop is in. I have a concern. This medic is alone. Everyone on the side of Real Sixes, their position is known. I am concerned for these players.
Oh, and huge taunt there. The Hammy with the 1v1. Two shot on Holly in the taunt. That's a big one right there. Big psychological advantage.
Yeah, that is the psychological advantage. We have Kalsa spamming top right. Look at the sink straight into the skybox. Will he get air shot? No, he won't. But actually, Demo jumps and traded Demo on Demo violence. Tiger taking down Mob. Soldier jumping across. I think this is Ninjago's. They're going to slip up here kind of and lose the point.
Pretty even round so far. Slight Uber advantage for Finman right now. Not a whole lot, might not come into play. Though, of course, always is the solemn bow factor they end up knowing. They were able to get a good Uber check last time. So they were able to do it this time, but... You know, oh, Hammy going down right there. Being rocky from Sodi from across the map.
Yeah, Alice could have gotten Uber checked. I don't know if Ninjago was aware of that situation. With that said, these soldiers are spamming through the house. Buzz, finally I see this aggressive spam, but as I'm saying that, it's like on point. It just collapses somewhere. Ninjago always finds a way. And here it's the demo. You can't do anything without your demo. So that's just going to be more time off the clock. Ninjago, though, I'm surprised they didn't get more aggressive off of that demo frag. I feel like they could have tried something. We're going to see Soldier Holly coming, Scout Holly coming forward, trying to take an Uber maybe, trying to get on the points. But Mob gets the demo again. How? Back-to-back demo frags.
Yeah, and once you lose your demo on this map, fights feels pretty much unplayable. You lose so much control. Very little damage to work off. I mean, you know, again, obviously losing demo, never a good thing, but especially on Bagel, it just feels like completely unplayable at that point.
Yeah, completely unplayable in more than one way. Here we have this team's breaking out of lower right, but they're just walking through stickies. You can't walk through stickies. Holly down. Sodi finds Mope, though. I don't know how that's allowed, but it happened. With that, we see the forward hold broken. Ninjago, Sixes has a chance here to take it out, take the round in control, but Sodi just goes down to traps. I feel like it's Alex who's just been taking control of this whole game. Kalsa finds another through bottom left. Kalsa is... actually, it's Raven bottom left. I don't know where Kalsa came from. Either way, Finman is down to very low health, so they have to back up. I think Kalsa goes down as well. With that, maybe a forward hold chance here while the soldiers are down. I feel like Real Sixes cannot let this opportunity go to waste. They have to do something here to equalize the time, but instead they just lose a flank player and sit on point. I'm really not sure what chance they have here except to take an exchange, and that's exactly what they're doing. But Sodi goes down on the back lines. Kaus is just being a menace to them. Giblert, I don't know. Do you have any other thoughts here?
I mean, I will say, oh, nice pipe by Alex. But yeah, that Uber seemed really discoordinated. Just one person running way far, chasing the comp by himself. And it ends up losing that, and it ends up being really bad for Ninjago now. Real Six is kind of back in it because of that miscommunicated Uber.
Yeah, but they're still down too. I mean, they're Demo and Scouts rolling out, so Ninjago gonna get that point down.
Oh, Alex with another lock and load. Taking down the med, just sniped across the map.
MVP Alex, thoughts?
I mean, MVP lock and load, but yeah, I mean, Alex doing great. Just not just with the lock and loads, just in general. Oh, air shot on that's not enough though.
That's tilting. I'm gonna be real honest with you. If I'm air shotting the medic and the medic's living, I might be uninstalling.
I mean, definitely, that plus all the trash talk from Hammy, definitely, possibly adding up a little bit.
Oh yeah, the trash talk, the build up to the tilt. Either way, we do see the Uber come out, but it's actually going to be the side of the Ubered side who loses the player. Uber ad, sometimes disad, it feels like, and that's kind of what happened here. The Uber went in, everyone beefed, you end up down your demo, you end up with your pocket scout trying to play the flank scout's role, and you end up with staggered respawns. So actually, we were just kind of talking some mad trash, but Ninjago actually is the one getting forward held on disad with only a minute left. This is actually really dangerous for them.
I just felt maybe like a little bit too overconfident, like that Uber just felt very lackadaisical, like, okay, well, yeah, we won the round, let's use the Uber, blah, blah, blah. It just felt very discouraging. I'm feeling that from a lot of Ninjago's Ubers as they push back in. Gotta be very careful not getting caught too hard by this one.
Yeah, the Uber does come out, but where's the Uber going? They're trying to cut off the medic, but they're not going to do that. Alex doesn't even get cut off by... Wait, what? They can't... Oh man, that's the third round that just gets, like, capped from under?
Yeah, the second time, yeah, Moby, like, huge with the back caps. The first round extending it, or first or second round extending it, and that time, just straight back up the point while the Uber's going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those games, It feels like no matter what you do, it just doesn't even matter in the end, and that's just kind of unfortunate for Real Sixes. But you know what? It's 1-3. It's their map pick. They can bring it back. I'm a believer. I'm gonna be on the Holly cam. I'm a Holly believer. Maybe they're gonna just run across point, get a 5K. They get the info that there's people in left. They run into left, get arrowed, but they're not able to trade out their roamers live. That's so unfortunate for Holly. They see the soldier bombing across point, but at the end, you see nothing except 2 soldiers actually. Ooh, they might be able to do something here now. Yeah, I mean, patience apparently paid off there on this am. We see the Uber come out for both sides, but it's going to be a chase. Alex goes down in the back lines, and this is actually going to be a Real Sixes Uber success. I'm predicting medic down. Is the scout going to get onto Alice? No. So Real Sixes, they're back in it.
Pretty good hold on by Real Sixes right there. I mean, most of these rounds have been pretty close, reasonably close, aside from maybe one of them. Bomb coming in on the Alice. Oh, Mr. Casa, the 100 ping bomb, showing ping maybe doesn't matter.
Yeah, get the medic down. So, that's a good pick. But I'm gonna be honest. I would want to see the forward hold. I feel like Real Sixes has been real passive about forward holding, and it's been punishing them. Here we see Soldier just bombing in, but it's like, if you're gonna send a single sack, why not? You can't do anything when you're down a player. Why not just send the whole squad, Yeah,
absolutely. Like, the only reason you wouldn't want to, I guess, if you don't get forward hold, but I mean, they haven't had trouble getting out the forward hold at this point, so I wouldn't be too scared of it.
And they sent, by the way, they just sent Fuzzy. Like, they did a single sack, and they did another single sack. Like, hello, why not just send everyone at once? But either way, maybe they know what they're doing. We see Binman on the Uber ad on points. What's going to happen with this Uber? Are they just going to use it? Yeah, they do. Just jumping in. They might try to catch the medic out. They don't get the medic, but they do get the demo. So, they put themselves in a position to force this Uber off is kind of what it feels like Ninjago wanted to do. It isn't the worst thing they could have done, but they've kind of given up the forward hold, and they let the other team just run right in. And so this position to force actually exists still. Apparently they just get it off in front of the whole squad, and I'm gonna be honest, that wasn't the best play, but they did it all at the same time.
Yeah, at the very least, really synced up their spawn rates. Not gonna burn too much time off the clock, but still, very close round. I mean, they do have a little bit of Uber ad, but it's not gonna be a ton to work off of. Oh, 100 G's is going down. That's good, something to work off of, as Ninjago to be able to just plow in pretty easily here.
Oh, Alex, he hit a pipe onto Alice, and Soldier's jumping through off that call. There's no baiting allowed. This Soldier's going top right. Is this Soldier trying to get on the medic? That's exactly what they're doing. Oh my gosh, that was so close. That was some hyper aggression coming out by Mr. Kalsa. I really like that play. Ninjago, they're feeling it when they're doing stuff like that. Now they're forward holding. Finally, Ninjago has a forward hold out, and medic down. Soldier behind. Kalsa not letting off the pressure. That's what we needed to see. Hammy actually typing GG in chat. So let's see if that comes back to bite him. Gonna have full ad again for Ninjago. I want to see the forward hold. I want to see the Uber through top right. cutting off the team. I want to see the spawn fight.
I don't know. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't blame them for playing a little bit conservative at this point when you have to Brad. Even if they should turn into Sackwave, they really it's gonna be very hard for Real Sixes to do anything with that, even if they do get the force. So they can just stall as much time as possible and get even like an okay Uber off, even if they just get like 1 or 2 frags, it should be enough. And we're able to extend the time a little bit. You have 2 minutes left to go for Real Sixes, so not the worst Uber, not ideal. I mean, ideally that should have been able to kill that, clean up that one soldier right there without even having to use. But regardless, not the end of the world. Real Sixes does have to make something good happen with this next push for this next Uber. Also, he gets juggled in. Ray Basie. Oh, he gets it!
Oh my god!
He gets 2 for 1, juggled into his team. Still managed to get it with his last rocket.
Rave AC. I feel like there's a clip with someone else ending in AC, but either way, what a play for Rave. Gonna be really smart by Ninjago, actually letting the other team cap. Letting the other team cap means they ruin their spawns. Now it's a 6v5 instead of a 5v6. So that's what Ninjago wants, and they got that. They also get to play the ad. I think Ninjago's gonna wait for Uber. Giblert, what's the closeout play? What do you do here?
Pretty much I just touch the cap, make them come a little bit close. Oh, this is also completely fine. They just walk to the house, it's completely unguarded. As long as they get something with this, it doesn't have to be a great Uber, it just has to be an okay Uber. And it's definitely more than an okay Uber. Gets 5, gets 6, and the cap. And that's a good game right there. 4-1 on Bagel for Ninjago, 2-1 on Sunshine. And Real Sixes will be going home, except they're presumably all playing from their computers, so they're already home. So let's speed that up.
Damn, for those who don't know, Ninjago fell asleep at the wheel on the map pick bans, by the way. Sunshine and Bagel were Real Sixes map picks. And Ninjago, I feel like they made a statement. Pick whatever map you want. Pick whatever map you want. You're still going to lose. I mean, what else can you say?
I mean, yeah. What'd you say, producer? Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. As you said, that considering that they didn't even get to their third map, Snakewater, the one they picked, which they won 5-0 in the regular season, really shows. I think they're just definitely the better team. They had the advantages in favor of Real Sixes. Just wasn't enough. Even though, to be fair, that first map very, very close, and it seemed like Real Sixes had control of it for most of the clock time. Just wasn't able to win it in terms of points.
Yeah. So we're going to be having an interview while we play musical chairs with the Mumble and Discord channels.
Hello. We're in the interview room. Amy,
Yo.
congratulations on your win. How are you feeling right now?
Good, man. Yeah, it was a tough game. We were kind of in the dumps maybe after Tuesday, but we came back. Yeah, I don't know. It was a GG, I guess.
GG indeed. So now, one thing I wanted to bring up is that how are you guys feeling going into this? Since from what I was hearing, that it ended up being Real Sixes picking the first 2 maps actually, because late on the vetoes. Were you guys feeling kind of worried about that, knowing that like they had those picks, or were you feeling pretty confident on these maps?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're the only team this season to like actually use that to their advantage. So, I was a bit unhappy that they decided to do that. I mean, everyone else has played in good faith to just, respect it. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the pick, but they ended up picking a map that was, to be fair, like I think we would have picked Bagel anyway. So it wasn't a big deal. Sunshine, we kind of expected them to pick, but fortunately, Casa did some late night demo reviews on them, had an idea, so we were ready. But to be honest, like Rave has been sick all week. We haven't been able to get great scrims because we usually miss people on Wednesday, so we weren't that confident. But we put into work today, so it worked out.
Yeah, and another thing I noticed, it seemed like as the series went on, it looked like for maybe the first 20, 25 minutes, Sunshine, it really felt like Real Sixes had control. This is still pretty close, but felt like they're kind of the team's a little bit more in control. But as the series went on, it just felt like you guys were getting better and building momentum. What do you think changed and started tilting things towards your favor?
I mean, we got those EU strats, bro. We watched the EU LAN. We saw New Panzer sit on Snakewater last for literally 30 minutes and then win the golden cap. So, anything's possible when you have a good last hold. Fortunately, we were able to hold some disad situations as well. But the mids honestly looked pretty good for us. Like, every mid that we lost, we said, like, actually, this looks kind of fine. No, like, we double bomb. They're behind the Tetris. Like, maybe we don't get the kills. We get, like, air shot. Like, I guess that's not really replicable. So we stuck with our plan. And the later mids started to work in our favor a bit more. So that was good.
Yeah, I mean, I like how you said that. I think a lot of teams like kind of change things up too much when things aren't really going that bad. So I like to just make the small adjustments and kept going from there. Now, Delta, do you have any questions kind of about the overall playoff picture?
No, not about playoffs overall, but I had one question, especially about Bagel. Who was calling the focus fire? Because that's something we noticed on Bagel where Alex was kind of just like obliterating one player. So how was that going?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it was kind of crazy. It was, everyone just kind of yelling, and fortunately, like, it was kind of obvious who was who to shoot because, like, someone would be too far forward, or Calso would say, I'm bombing behind, shoot this demo or whatever. But it's a kind of a mix. I mean, usually it's Alex on this map. I don't know, I didn't look at the log, but, like, he's usually unloading. So, I don't know. It was a mix of everyone. What's that?
Yeah, and I think what you're saying is also really, really big thing that a lot of teams miss. The kind of that unspoken focus fire, just kind of using context clues to decide who to shoot, and it seems like you guys were doing great at that. So congratulations on that, and really decisive win on Bagel. Now I got to ask for the future. Let's see, producer, do you know if the other match is wrapped up yet? Yeah, it sounds like most likely you guys will be facing MGCS in the lower bracket finals. And do you have anything you want to say to them? Any call outs, shout outs, anything any sort of message you want to send?
Yeah. I mean, thanks, you guys for casting, of course. I don't know how many people are watching, but to all the people that were watching, thanks for watching. Thanks to my team for stepping up in, maybe a little bit of a rough time. Everyone showed up to like demo review at fucking 6 p.m. today, and we grinded really hard. So I think we deserve the win. And yeah, I guess Angie, shout out to the other team for kind of BMing. And when we trash talk, it's everyone's mad at us. But when they trash talk every scrim, all time, it's all cool. And we, Tiger will message me after the game and he'll say, "Oh, it's cool, we're not BMing." And then when we BM, it's just the end of the world. So yeah, they got what they fucking deserve today. And that's all I have to say about that.
Hey, fair enough. Like I said, you're starting to talk some trash. Your team is down 0-1. Like Michael Jordan said, trash talk doesn't start when you're winning. It starts no matter where you're at, losing even, no matter what. So it is what it is. All right. Well, thanks again for coming for the interview.
Thanks. Yeah, appreciate it, guys.
Delta producer, do you have anything you want to shout out at the end? All right. Well, this is J-Ray, Giblert, W. Bacon, and DeltaMarket. I think we'll be signing off now. Thank you all for watching, and I believe the other match is still going on Fireside 1 if you want to check it out. Thanks.